Stuart, you said yesterday that you lose early wickets and you lose the game. England didn't lose 3, but 2 in the first day was a variation of the theme, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's disappointing, to be honest. I mean, at the halfway stage, we thought we'd done a good job, especially after the start they got. It was an absolute belting track. Batsmen would want to roll that up and take it with them everywhere, I'd have thought. We thought they were probably just below par. Actually, it was very chaseable. So to lose 2 wickets like we did in disappointing manner was frustrating. But I thought we rebuilt pretty well. It was always going to take some overs out of the game because we couldn't afford to lose more. But we sort of tried to keep wickets in hand and really explode in the last sort of 8. And we didn't quite get there. We did some very positive things. Obviously, Alex to anchor the innings and the way Morgs played was fantastic, but we didn't quite get it right and ended up costing us because I thought that was very chaseable.
And you've got to stop losing early wickets quickly now, because that's what's costing you.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully we've got 4 games left in this World Cup, and we know we back the guys up there. We know that they're all dangerous players, but losing wickets in the first over especially is not acceptable. So we play against New Zealand on Saturday, and hopefully we'll be trying to put that right.
Can you just expand on what Alex was saying in terms of why Owen didn't come in for? He said he wanted to use him in the middle overs, but he could have used him in earlier overs and the middle overs and the last overs.
Yeah, I mean, Morgie's game is suited to actually finding the boundary. He's got this amazing skill to find the boundary when the fielders are back, which not everyone has. And he's not like overly suited to piercing the infield when fielders are in. So the risk reward for someone so valuable to our team might be too high for him to try and pierce the infield when everyone's in. And suddenly, if you lose Morgs in that first 6, if you're 3 down in that first 6, you're in big trouble. So it was decided through the management side and with Morgs himself that his skills would be best used in those middle overs, and we showed how dangerous he can be. We just didn't quite set it up for him.
So the point is that you just got to make sure you give him a chance to make the most of having a field.
I mean, what we want to avoid is like against India, where he was bowled in the 6th over, and what were we, 3 or 4 down by then? So we know how key a player he is for us, and we know how dangerous Johnny can be as well. He didn't quite get it right today, but we know he's a dangerous striker of the ball.
Are you tempted to rejig things for New Zealand, or are you going to back this order in this one?
I mean, we've done some good things with the bat. I think it's too early to even think about the selection for the game on Saturday. But whoever takes the responsibility to go out there and face the new ball, it's important they do actually take the responsibility to get through, certainly that first over, because we've lost wickets pretty regularly in the first couple of overs, and we saw against Afghanistan, when you have wickets in hand, how dangerous you can be, and how dangerous us as a side can be. So it's about the realisation of players actually accepting we can't lose wickets that early.
Stuart, I appreciate this match is only just finished, so it's hard to get your head around the sort of tournament situation, but obviously it sets up a big one, doesn't it, on Saturday against the other team that got beaten today?
Yeah, I mean, the next 2 games are must-win for us. So that's quite a good place to be in as well. You have clear targets of what you need to achieve. We've played on this ground now. We know what to expect. And the guys have experienced what it's like. So we've got 2 really huge games coming up, and we've got some really positive signs as well. I think the way Samit Patel came back with the ball was really good, found his length, and obviously the way Hales and Morgan played today is exciting, but we just need to put it all together in these next 2 games, and if we do that, we're in a semi-final of the World Cup.
Stuart, is it hard to snipe the ball when it goes up in the lights? Because I saw you sort of giving this one once, Luke right before that sky.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, I didn't see that off the bat at all. I think he looked to hit it dead straight, and as soon as it went in the lights, I didn't see it. And it was only till someone, I think I saw Keezy looking over my head, that I realised it was going up there. So thank God that wasn't at me, because that was going down. But I think Finney said he struggled to see his a little bit as well. So not that that's any sort of excuse. It's the same for everyone. But we've got to make sure our fielding's top notch.
Stuart, what are some of your observations of New Zealand so far at the tournament?
I mean, obviously we know the dangers New Zealand have. Very powerful batting lineup, the likes of McCullum, Guptill, Taylor, and Vettori's been a thorn in our side since I've been playing anyway. So we know the dangers, but I think it's important we don't look too much at what they do. I think now we've experienced this track. If we put our plans into place and perform the way we can, I think we'll be a very dangerous team here.
Are you concerned to talk about the difference in experience between the two batting lineups? When it comes to keep New Zealand yourself?
Is what, sorry?
Are you concerned about the gulf in experience between the New Zealand batting lineup and your own batting lineup?
Nope.
Do you think experience is important in 2020?
I mean, experience is a strange word because there's people who have not played a lot of international cricket that have ended up playing a lot of 2020 cricket. But we've got guys who have done some brilliant things in domestic 2020 cricket and are just coming into the England side and just performing for England now as well. So I think it's important that we remember our strengths as a batting unit and we focus on them, because we've put individuals have put performances in pretty consistently, and now it's important that in these next two games we put it in as a whole, because if we do that, so certainly on this ground, a little postage stamp, we could be very dangerous.
In terms of being successful with the ball on this ground, what type of bowling do you think is the most successful? We saw Graham and Samet go the distance a little bit as well, but then Ravi, Bramwell as well. What was all of them? Where do you think about that?
Yeah, I mean, I think under lights, actually, it seemed like that bouncer kissed through quite nicely, so I think you've still got to have an aggressive intent, but any sort of width just goes. I think from watching the Pakistan game the other night, anything outside off stump was basically four. So as bowlers, you've got to be very disciplined in the areas you look to hit. And 2020 cricket, you know that you can bowl a good ball and it can sail over your head, but like today, when we were bowling at Gale early, we sort of set an area we wanted the ball to go to, and you try and just get him to hit it that way. And if batsmen play outrageously good shots, then you just have to just nod and say, well played.
Okay, thank you very much. West Indies.